Hello, everyone, and welcome to At Lafayette Live for Monday, May 20th, 2024. I hope you guys are having an excellent week so far. Drop a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're from. Where are you watching from right now? Are you here in the Lafayette area, Lafayette, West Lafayette, somewhere in Tippecanoe County, or watching from somewhere else? I'd love to get an idea of where everybody's from. So check in and let us know where you're from and why you guys are doing that. So today on At Lafayette Live, we're going to talk about the Around the Fountain Art Fair. We're going to chat about your favorite places to get away from Lafayette here in the summer. I'm going to talk about the end of the school year, and then we're going to finish up with houses with pools for sale here in the Lafayette area. Not just any pool, though. It's got to be an in-ground pool. So that's what we're going to chat about today. So go ahead and drop your location in the chat. Let's see where everybody's from. Yep, I see everybody checking in. Looking pretty good there. All right. So this is the week leading up to Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, Memorial Day weekend is this coming weekend, next Monday. Feels a little early in the calendar for me this year. I didn't really look at last year's calendar to see how it stacks up, but it definitely feels a few days early. It'll be the 27th this year. So anyway, feels a touch early, but it is definitely coming up. But every Memorial Day weekend here in Lafayette, we are fortunate to have the Round the Fountain Art Fair. So on the Saturday of every Memorial Day weekend, the city of Lafayette and the Round the Fountain Art Fair hosts a fair around the Tippecanoe County courthouse. It's a juried show, so the artists actually have to submit their work in order to gain entrance to the show. This isn't your normal arts and crafts show. This is an actual art show. It's pretty cool. They have up to 100. Their press release says they have up to 100 artists. I'm not sure how many artists they have this year, but this year they are going to close 3rd and 4th Street and the part of Main Street right in front of the courthouse, and that's where the fair is going to take place, on the streets and on the lawn of the courthouse. Now, it's pretty cool because they actually buy a piece of artwork from one of the artists every year to add to the permanent collection of art that's displayed in the Tippecanoe County Courthouse. Now, TAF, Tippecanoe Arts Federation, well, it's now the Arts Federation, displays that work, pulls that work out into the TAF space in the weeks leading up to the fair every year, so that people who don't frequent the courthouse can go appreciate that art. But they use the money raised to support art here in the schools in the area. So if you're going to be in town this weekend, if you're not one of those people that are escaping the Lafayette area over Memorial Day weekend, you should definitely go check out the Round the Fountain the Round the Fountain Art Fair. So that's pretty cool. That's coming up. So this weekend, like I said, is also Memorial Day weekend. I don't know about you guys, but when I graduated school, and I know it's probably largely a regional thing, seems like school went a little later into the year. Like our school didn't finish until the first week of June or so, June 3rd, 4th, 5th, somewhere in that time range. But here in the Greater Lafayette area, schools are wrapping up for the year. West Lafayette School Corporation, their last day of school is the day after tomorrow, May 22nd, Wednesday. And then all of the rest of the schools fall like dominoes right after those. So the Lafayette School Corporation wraps up on this Thursday, and the Tippecanoe School Corporation wraps up this Friday, as does the Lafayette Catholic schools. So for all of y'all that happen to be homeschoolers, maybe, look out. The kids are going to be back out at all your favorite parks, playgrounds, water parks, and other things around town. So end of school is definitely coming up here. So, but that leads me to, what's your favorite place to get away from town? Drop a comment in the chat. Let me know. And I don't really have a list of places that I was going to talk about. I'm curious to see what people have to talk about. It's kind of interesting, to see what people get away to do from here. You don't realize how much is really kind of close to Lafayette. I mean, we're only an hour from Indianapolis. We're an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours from Chicago. Cincinnati's really not that far. Northern Ohio's not that far. I mean, St. Louis is only a 5 or 4 hour drive, depending on how heavy of a foot you have. But one of our favorite places to get away is actually straight up north from here, and it's in a direct line north. Go straight up 421 to Michigan City. People don't normally think of beaches when they think of Indiana, but there is, of course, Lake Michigan and all the beaches along the southern end of Lake Michigan. There's the Dunes National Park. There's also Dunes State Park. But we spent a lot of time in the summer in Michigan City. One of the reasons is they have a white sand beach. It's the sort of thing that you might expect to see on the Gulf Coast of Florida, but it's in Indiana. And it is a 90-minute drive north of here. Now, I don't want to oversell it. I don't want to undersell it either. It is really, really cool. The sand's really cool. They do a really great job of keeping up the beach and maintaining it, and dealing with erosion and everything. Lake Michigan is not the ocean. It's never that warm. Even in the heat of July, it's still pretty frigid. But my boys enjoy getting into it, into the water there, and certainly, like, the fun of building sand castles is tons of fun on that white sand beach. But we definitely, that's kind of our getaway in the summer is popping up to the beach in Michigan City. But I know there's some things closer. We spent a lot of time in the last few weeks talking about Indiana Beach. There's another place with the word beach in the title. Little. Not so little, an amusement park just north of Lafayette in Monticello. I know there's a lot of people that probably get down to Indianapolis, whether it's for conventions or sports, but there are the reservoirs down there. A couple of, there's Geist Reservoir. You can go boating out there. Or do you just stay in town all summer? Because, Lafayette has plenty of summer activities around town. If sticking to the water theme, there's Tropicanoe Water Park next to Loeb Stadium, next to Columbian Park. In Lafayette, there's the Prophetstown State Park. Water Park is really, really cool. I just saw a post that Sapphire Bay is a water park in Frankfort at the TPA Park, which is like a really, really cool park. That's where Frankfurt does their drive-through Christmas lights, is at TPA Park. But they have a water park called Sapphire Bay that we're going to check out this summer. In the pictures, it looks like it has a couple 3 slides, a lazy river, splash pad. Looks pretty cool. So we're gonna check that out. So yeah, getting away for the summer, whether it's for the entire summer or for a long weekend or a whole bunch of long weekends. There's amusement parks that are not too far from here. There's Six Flags Great America in Gurnee, just a little north of Chicago. It's probably close to a 3-hour drive, probably about a 2.5-hour drive to pop up there. You've got Cedar Lake, Cedar Point. Cedar Point in northern Ohio, the kingdom of roller coasters up there. They have an absolute crazy amount of roller coasters. There's Kings Island down in the Cincinnati area. So anyway, drop a note in the chat about where you get away for the summer. But if you're not getting away for the summer, take a moment to hit the subscribe button down there. It helps us out a lot here at the channel. And if you're interested in real estate here in the Greater Lafayette area, myself and our entire team would love to help you. Our contact information is below, so send us a message. All right, let's talk about how to stay cool here at home if you're not getting away for the summer. What do you do then? Well, I tell you what, having a pool sounds like a pretty cool idea. So we're going to browse homes for sale in Tippecanoe County. So we're going to limit ourselves to the county for this discussion today. That have in-ground pools. Because of course, you know, there are lots of above-ground pools. And the fact of the matter is when people are selling homes, above-ground pools don't always get listed as part of the database that you can search on. Some of that's because, you know, the definition of above ground pool is grown so much over the last few years, you know, with these disposable is not the right word, but, you know, slightly more temporary pools, whether it's the inflatable ring or the metal sided ones. You know, it's no longer the thing where you have to have a pool company come set it up. You know, you can do it yourself. So we're going to check out homes that have in-ground pools here in the Lafayette area that are currently for sale. And again, that's in Tippecanoe County. When I search for pool, 6 come up. There's actually 5. We'll pop by one of them. One of them is for a townhouse development that they incorrectly have listed as the pool belonging to the home when it belongs to the community. And that being said, there are some developments that have, you know, community pools. But today we're just looking at homes that have pools. And we're going to look at them in the order that they have, how long they have been on the market. So newest to market to oldest to market. All right. So number 1, we have 5690 Newcastle Road on the south side of Lafayette. So let's check this out. Tell you what, I'm gonna pop back out of this and oh no, I got screens popping around all my monitors here. I'll get it going here in a second. So stand by as I work with the technology. All right, here we go. All right, 5690 Newcastle Road in Lafayette. So this is down on the south side of Lafayette. Let's check out the map to see where this is. If you've ever been to Exploration Acres, the corn maze, this is down around that neighborhood. It's actually right down the street. There's Wyandotte Road, but just continuing to zoom out a little bit. There you go. There's the house. Here's Lafayette. So let's pop into the pictures. And we're not going to look at every picture on these homes because we're talking about pools. We're not talking about bathrooms. But there's the front of the house. I should have told you this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's listed for $549,900, so $550,000. And let's take a look at the pool. And I will have to do a little bit of scrolling, but here we go. There it is. So that is not bad. Looks like it's got the relaxation shelf here at the north end of the pool. It's got the pergola. Looks like they have a really cool curved slide. And look, it comes with the pirate ship. I don't know if it actually comes with the pirate ship, but they've got one there. Here's a close-up of it. There's the slide. That looks like a really cool slide. So that looks rather refreshing in the summer. Anybody find that one exciting? So again, $550,000. This one has been on the market for 7 days. They must have had a deal fall through because it's been on the market 174, but then it's been on the market again for 7. So they must have had a deal fall through. All right, so that's number 1. Let's go to number 2. So number 2, 3925 Alex Court in Lafayette. This is a 6-bedroom, 4.5 bath. They're asking $650. Total finished square feet, 5,156 finished square feet. So if you're looking for some room to entertain and a pool, this one might be for you. So again, here's the front. And let's pop down and we'll look at the pool. So one thing that we'll have to be a little forgiving on, it is currently May 20th. Any of the houses that are on the market right now, their pools haven't been opened. Right about now is the time that pools are opened in Indiana. So, anybody that's got their house on the market means that their pool was closed when their pictures were taken a week or 2 or a month ago, because we're just opening pools right now. So on some of these, we'll have to use our imagination a little bit, but there's a little bit of the pool. We'll scroll backwards to the pictures and see if we can find a better perspective on what's what here. So you got a little sitting area with what looks like probably a fire pit. Oh, I do rather like this outdoor fireplace here next to the pool. Pool's got a diving board and the curved slide. Let's keep scrolling back, see what else we can see. Look at that built-in grill, sharp. And looking down the patio. Yeah, that fireplace is really sharp. I know. We're supposed to be talking about pools, so what do you think about that one? I think some summer shots with the nice blue water. That's definitely pretty awesome. All right, so that's house number 2. Let's look at the map on that one just so we can place it. Map. I know what I'm doing on most days. Here we go. Just a little east of town in the Watkins Glen subdivision on the northeast side of town. Yeah, that is a big house. I don't want to clean that big of a house. I suppose if you got that big of a house, you can probably pay somebody to clean it for you, maybe. Take a minute, hit the like and subscribe button if you're enjoying this content. It helps us out a lot. All right, let's look on to house number 3. All right, this one is on 500 East. It's on the south side of town. This one's been on the market for a while. It's been on the market for about 10 weeks now. Again, $549.9. Another, I guess if you want a pool, you're paying $550 is the lesson from today so far. 4-bedroom, 3-bath. This one only this one has 1,750 square feet, but I think it's got some pretty good garage space on it. Let's pop into the map and then we'll go look at the pictures. So yeah, just a little south of 600, if you couldn't tell by the address. This one is really not too far from the first one that we looked at. There's Wyandotte Road right here. So the first one we looked at was like right in this neighborhood here. So neighbors with pools. You can do a little pool crawl. All right, a little south of town. Pretty cool. All right, let's pop in and look at the pictures. So here is the front side. Like I said, garage and storage space here. But let's pop backwards through these pictures. Oh, this one's got the metal roof. I'm rather partial to metal roofs. They last a very long time, and I think they look sharp. And I rather enjoy the sound of rain on them and a good thunderstorm as well. Okay, so that was the front that we're looking at. So very garage proud house. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. It's a choice. I'm just scrolling backwards through the pictures because, people tend to go in order as you walk in the house. So the pools tend to be at the end. Again, forgive the pictures. This was taken, 10, 12 weeks ago or so. But, it gives you an idea of the pool. So which one's your favorite number so far? Number 1, number 2, they both had curve slides, or number 3. Now, to be fair, this one might have a slide, might just be taken down for the winter. All right, so that is 3 houses with pools. Do any of you in the chat have a pool at home? Let me know if you got a pool. And hit that subscribe button. All right, going on to house number 4. Capilano Drive in West Lafayette. Been on the market for about 3 months. This is a little bit of a higher end neighborhood on the west side. I actually did an open house on this one a couple of weeks ago. Really cool mid-century space that's actually got some mid-century touches to it, like actual vintage mid-century. Some people really love that. Some people prefer the modern mid-century, as in, something that was inspired by, but not as actual vintage. This actually has some vintage in it, but it's got an updated kitchen and a lot of other cool things going on. But anyway, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. This one is listed for $599, so just under $600,000. It has a total of 3,225 square feet. The basement area is pretty small on this one. Most of it is above ground. It's only 318 finished square feet in the basement. It's mostly just a little bit of storage downstairs. But what's really cool about this one is, so often the houses, the pools just dominate the backyards. That's not this one at all. The backyard actually has 3 distinct areas. So that's the front. Imagine it once all the leaves come in the summer. Just absolutely stunning. You can see a little bit of the fall leaves with the drone shot before all the leaves fell. All right, so to give a little bit of perspective, those windows that we're looking at right in front of us, those are the living room, the den, if you will. And to our right is the pool, but keep scrolling back. Here's the pool. So again, pictures taken in the spring before pools are open here in Indiana. But really lush, natural setting with the pool. But what I really like about this one is we got the pool here, and the pictures, of course, flatten everything out a little bit. But over here at the far end, you can see this grass. It's not small. You still get a yard. The pool doesn't take over the entire yard. So that's 2 areas, but I said 3. Behind us, where we're standing, I'll pop to the next picture, is this amazing deck that overlooks the pool. And as a matter of fact, there's a picture of the pool in its open state. That's a little more glamorous than the one with the cover. But you have this giant deck area here. Let's flip around and actually look at the deck. Again, this is the deck in the fall. So, I mean, you've got this area to entertain, you've got an area for the pool, and you've got an area for a yard. I just happened to have done an open house on this one a few weeks ago, so I know a little more about this one than the rest of them. That's just entirely by chance. You know, it's not every day that we sell houses here in Indiana with in-ground pools, as our commenters are saying. You know, there are a lot of above-ground pools here in Indiana, but there are precious few in-ground pools, because the reality is the pool season is just, you know, really, really so short. You know, it's basically now May 20th to August, maybe September, you know, depending on your tolerance and how you want to push it. So, you know, you got 3 good months, you know, May to June to July to August. That's 3 months, maybe 4 months. So, like, do you want to do the capital investment to install a pool? Do you want to do all that maintenance throughout the year? Not a lot of people do. You know, this ain't Florida where your pool's open, you know, 365 days a year, and in the winter, you know, down there they're heating them. So, all right, that is number 4. We got a few votes for number 2. All right, let's pop over to number 5. I think this is the one that I got to skip. Yep, number 5 is a townhouse that's listed incorrectly. Number 6. This one I don't quite have an explanation for. I just want to check something here. Okay. Ooh, goodness, I've lost my search. I closed the wrong window. This one has been on the market a very, very, very long time. And I don't know why. You know, I just dug into these to see what houses currently for sale had pools, and didn't have time to, you know, I'm not calling up the listing agents or anything. It's lost my pools. Add, apply, save. Okay, I didn't hit save. Okay. Pool, yes, we want a pool. Okay. And we want a in-ground pools. I also searched, just so you know, I also searched for indoor pools, but no indoor pools came up in the search. There's actually one just down the street from me. Got to go in and see it once a couple of years ago. It was pretty cool. It is my understanding that homes with indoor pools, of course, deal with lots of levels of humidity, and dealing with mold and whatnot can be really, really tricky there. So I don't think there's a ton of them. All right, we're going to look at this one. It's been on the market for, it's not even showing. Let me go back to my search view. How many days? 1,026 days. It's been on the market for about 3 years. I don't know what that means. Houses don't sit on the market for 3 years. It's had some price drops. I don't know if there's some other reason behind why it's been sitting on the market so long. I don't know if something's wrong with it, or, you know, if the price is not reflective of, you know, what's going on in the house. I really don't know what's going on here, but we're going to look at it anyway. It is a pretty cool house. 13445 US South 230 US 231 South in Linden. So this one's a little south of us. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, listed for $819. Check it out on the map. So Linden's got the Lindy Freeze, great ice cream if you're ever down that way. So there we go. There's Linden, just a little south of, well, it's actually a little north of Linden. if I can pop this into the satellite view. I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah. Let's check this out in the satellite view before we go and look at it. So it's you'll see in the satellite view, it's a round house. All right. Let's pop in and look at the pictures. So there you go. Picture number 1 actually shows the pool. I mean, it's just a really cool looking house. It's definitely got unique character. Again, not really sure, but we're here to talk about pools. So what do you think about that pool and that house? This is one I'm actually going to scroll through all of the pictures. I want to see what's going on. I want to give a little perspective on this home. So stick with me as we scroll through these pictures and we'll explore this a little bit together. So there's a close-up of the pool. It looks like it's got an automated rollout cover here. It's an interesting feature. Wonder if that's like a solar cover, help keep it warm. It's got the basketball goal. Plenty of porch space here. Wonder if it comes with the flamingo. It's just a really unique home. Again, I don't know, as I scroll through quickly, that kitchen set up in the round part of the house. You know, kitchen, eat-in kitchen, living room, great room. That's pretty epic. What do you guys think of this? Round houses interest you? Caught the camera. I'm scrolling quickly. I've just really wanted to kind of explore this house and see what's going on with it. I'd make an awesome game room there. A little bit of a narrow bedroom. Wow. Look at the amount of circuits going out of that power panel. Yeah. That's the kind of thing that I notice. 2 electric panels, circuits going everywhere. It's crazy. 3-car garage, I think. Not sure if that's a garage there or storage or walkout. That's definitely interesting. Oh, look at all those raised beds. Well, if that were me, that'd be a lot of raised weeds. Anyway, we circle back around to the pool. So there you go. 5 houses here in Tippecanoe County that have in-ground pools for sale. So what do you think? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, or number 5, the roundhouse? I think that roundhouse definitely qualifies as most interesting. Why the heck it's been on the market so long, I don't know, but that's a fun one to look at. If you're interested in a house with a pool, reach out to me. My contact information is in the box below. If you scan this QR code, this one here, there we go. If you scan that QR code, that'll take you to all my contact information. You can call me straight from there or add myself to your address book. Check out all of my social media and all that kind of stuff. If any of these homes interested you, or if you're just interested in home in the Greater Lafayette area in general, I'd love to chat with you. Give me a call or text, 765-413-6190. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. It does matter. And a little bit of a programming note. Next Monday is Memorial Day. Our family is going to be availing of ourselves of the long weekend and heading out to one of our favorite getaways out of town for the weekend, and I'm not sure exactly when we're going to be back. So I am not certain yet if we're going to have an At Lafayette Live next Monday or not. We might take the week off. Maybe I'll post a little something pre-recorded, so At Lafayette not so live, but I don't think we're going to have a show next week, just that way I'm not having to stress about the prep while we're getting away on Memorial Day weekend, and then you guys aren't coming in and enjoying your Monday off by joining me here for At Lafayette Live. So that means our next At Lafayette Live will be Monday, June 3rd. But go ahead and take a minute now and check out all the other videos on our channel. We have lots of content about buying homes, about selling homes, about the Greater Lafayette area in general, fun things to do, interesting things to do, places to check out, interesting things about the area. Right now we have more than 50 videos on the channel, so go check them out and leave a comment. Yeah, leave a comment below. Let me know in the comments below on this video which of those pool houses was your favorite. If you're watching live, I'd love to see that in the chat right now. And if you're watching sometime in the future that isn't May 20th, leave a comment. And we will see you in 2 weeks for At Lafayette Live. Thanks, everybody, and enjoy your holiday weekend.